It is time for your favorite Android podcast from the crew of blindandroidusers.com. Kick back and enjoy another fine episode from these Google fanboys as they navigate Android from a blindness perspective. And now, here are your hosts.
Hello and welcome to episode 50 of the Blind Android Users podcast. This is our golden jubilee and it's party time. You might remember on episode 25, we had all our users on to come and join us for some celebrations and some Android knees ups. And we're doing absolutely the same thing again. So there's loads of us here today. We've got Warren, we've got me, we've got Austin, we've got Doug back. Loads of people are here. So good evening, everyone. And I think to show everyone that I mean it about the party, I want someone to pour some alcohol to show that it's fine to get your knees up and celebrate. Fee, do some stuff.
Might as well pour the whole thing. There we go.
And there we go. I'm going to do a bit of a roll call on this episode because we have loads of folks with us. I'm going to call them in. What I want you to tell me is your name. Well, I'll have said that anyway, but you might as well repeat it to confirm it's you. If you're comfortable where you're calling from, some people might not be, what you're drinking, if anything, what phone you're using, and what screen reader you're using. And there is no I use commentary and talkback nonsense. I'm not having, I want a primary screen reader or the screen reader that's active. So don't hedge, don't have it on me. I want a proper answer. So let's go. Bilal.
From Manchester, using talkback.
On what?
On Pixel 6 Pro.
And drinking?
Water.
Water.
I'm a Muslim, I don't drink.
And Al Habdani?
Okay, this is Harith talking to you. Originally born and raised and worked and retired in Iraq. Currently, I am in Algeria after a long round trip. Turkey, Jordan, Egypt, Syria, you name it, I've been there. After I lost my eyesight, of course. I used TalkBack and CSR. I never had a primary
Pick
screen
one,
reader.
pick one. Wait, Harat, I told you to pick one. I don't want both.
No, I wouldn't
What's
pick
on now?
because on computer I use both NVDA and JAWS, and on phones I never fell in love with any tool.
Pick a side.
Pick
a side. I won't have it. I won't have it.
Ed, no. Don't force him into picking anything.
Like, I'll give you an example. With the typing, I use TalkBack. With the OCR and the complicated stuff and web browsing, I'd use CSR. That's a precise answer. I use whatever tool working for me. I never fell in love. I never been fan of stuff because I don't know. I was in the military most of my life. I'm a practical man. I don't fell in love with tools and software. I just use whatever works. And when I talk about sides and other stuff, it's just for giggles and laughters. No, nothing more. No hard feelings. I like to bring smiles to people most of the time, if I could. And I'm currently a permanent resident in Algeria with my family of 2 boys, 2 girls, and my wife. She's a college professor. She's a blind also. That might sound a little cold, college professors. And the rest, Warren knows all about me. Me and him were on periodically contact for years now. I don't know. I don't recall.
It's been for quite some years.
I was in Turkey. I was in Turkey probably when we first talked. So I enjoyed my trip with Android, with the beautiful people using Android, and consider all of you my brothers my sisters, my daughters, and my children, if the age
Old
permitting.
one.
Because I my oldest son is 23 and he's in college now, so if that permits me.
So
Okay.
he's older than Miriam.
We consider you the same way, but I'm gonna make you tell us what screen reader is currently active on your phone, whichever one you use.
Let me check.
What?
This is my V50, LG V50.
Yeah, I want to know what's on it.
1 second. So that's TalkBack. That would
That's
be
TalkBack.
TalkBack
Thank you, Harry.
with the eSpeak as a TTS, and I have the Nokia 6.1 Plus as well.
And you know
Thank you very
that
much.
eSpeak, I call it the hide my ... you know. screen reader.
Well, it's quick and it's give me the
Oh
info
no,
I
it's
need.
absolutely beautiful. It's probably one of the
Brilliant.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to continue down the participant list
Go
now.
ahead.
It's Alina. Alina, are you there?
After her, shall I come?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Alina. Yeah.
Hi, baby.
All right. So I am Alina. I come from Romania and I live in Austria, in Vienna, which is, some say it's the city of music. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S10, and my only favorite screen reader is Commentary.
Oh, there we are.
Yes.
And now we have Dugaboo. Dugaboo, you're back with us. Oh, sorry, Alina, I cut you off.
Yeah, I drink water, you know.
Oh, you've got
Nothing
water.
much.
That's a good
my
point,
girl.
actually.
That's my girl.
Dugaboo, you're back with us.
Yeah, I'm back.
And frankly, I'm so excited that Doc is back with us. Doc's been not feeling too good for a while, and I'm so thankful that he's feeling better. And Doc, bro, if we could, and I mean it, we would love to have a party besides this virtual one. And thank you so much, man, for being able to join us today.
No worries, man.
Doug, what phone you got?
Because I busted up my Pixel after dropping a pair of pliers on it, I'm back on my Samsung A70 and running TalkBack.
Yeah, well, it's the Pixel's fault, not the pliers' fault. Like I said on the podcast crew, they should make a proper phone. And they would.
Yeah, I still can't figure out which is at fault because, you know, Angles should not have allowed that to happen.
Wow. Hopefully it will be rectified.
Yeah. I think they can fix your screen. You know, you haven't had that thing for a year, so just call it in. They'll fix it for you.
Next we have a birthday boy. I'm delighted to say that as well as being our golden episode, it's the 21st birthday to our friend Luis.
Yes, that's me. Yeah, yes, you said to me, my name is Luis Carlos. I come from Panama. I come from Panama, the beautiful city of the beautiful country of Panama. I was born in the city, but I'm now living as my birthday present. I'm living in a district called Panama, in a province called Cocle. Well, let me tell you about my life. Yeah, I'm a visually impaired person, as all here. I mostly am I'm a musician, a techno geek, a linguist, and then in the future I will be a comedian and a politician. Yes, you heard right, a politician. I as you said, I'm now 21 years old. Thank you for my congratulations to all my people I know. I have something kind of different. Don't tell me to choose a side, because I have something different. Because here, listen to this. On my Samsung Galaxy Note 20, my active screen reader is the commentary screen reader, which I am the Spanish translator of the screen reader. While on my my Sony Android TV, I have TalkBack as an active screen reader. That's kind of a difference. But if I choose a side, I will choose the commentary screen reader on my phone. And if you try to ask me what I drink, I'm not drinking nothing. But in the past I drank soda. So maybe that's kind of a difference between us. And one thing to note. one of the things that I was using with Android was always calling, and even I have spent mostly, wow, how time passes. 8 years with Android? Impossible. How really have purchased a phone with Android that time? Because the first one was a Galaxy S4. How time passes. I mean, even if I joined this because it's obviously a surprise for me, for you could be a surprise because it's obviously my birthday, and as I said, welcome to the double party.
Wow,
No,
Luis,
beautiful,
I think we can all
Luis.
say we're honoured that you've chosen to spend your birthday with us. Wouldn't you say, Warren?
Absolutely, and I like that passion in there, man. And I think that if you're at a party, I think the girls are gonna be on your side, bro.
Yeah. In my Panamanian girls, okay, I'll be on my that even if I want to know my country, if you want to go to vacation, I recommend my country.
Nice.
I also love the way that you said I shouldn't make you pick a side, and then you picked a side to stop me making you pick a side. That was good too.
Yeah. I said it because I have two Android devices. I have an Android phone, an Android TV, and then I'm gonna
Android
put
TV,
an Android watch.
I want to go to Joseph now. Joe Hodge.
Hey, it's Joseph Hodge. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. Drinking some water, and still early here yet. I'm using CSR on my Fold 3. So
nice. My uncle lives in Louisville.
Really?
He does. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Now I'm going to go to Fee. Fee Dunn.
Hello, I'm Fee. I've been on the podcast a couple of times. I'm also a musician. I am using a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE, and I love that phone, with TalkBack, and I'm drinking Prosecco, which I poured earlier on. I hope you could hear that sound. Were there any other questions?
I don't think so. I think that was about it.
And by the way, if you're looking for some fine British wrath, you don't need to go too far. It's Fee.
Oh my God.
True.
That really looks so tasty.
And I was I've been on the radio recently talking about those annoying touchscreen devices, so I'm famous.
On the wireless?
Yeah.
You've been on the wireless?
I was on it last week, and then they repeated it yesterday. I was like, oh, I was on again. I didn't even know that was going to happen. So that was exciting.
There we are.
Well,
no, it's good.
I listened to it on the link that you posted on our email list. So if someone wants to, it's on there.
I've got Pete T next.
Hello, everyone. It's Pete Torkington and connected in from sunny Hampshire in England. Great to be here.
Phone? What phone you got?
Oh, yeah. Phone and screen reader. Screen reader voiceover. Is that the right name?
I hope it isn't. You might be on the wrong podcast if it is.
Certainly not. Certainly isn't voiceover. I just want
That's the only difference I got.
So my phone is a OnePlus 8T, so just about a year old. And I don't use a screen reader. I use magnification and kind of get by with that. So, yeah, that's me.
You wanted to see if I'd do a Bugs Bunny, didn't you? And see how mad I would go that you said voiceover.
Absolutely. And congratulations. It's great that you've reached 50 episodes, and it's amazing. And you guys are all doing a great job.
And welcome, Pete. It's so nice to have you back, man. It's been a while. I've been wondering when it was that you'll be stopping by, and so nice to see you come by.
To be here and join in the celebrations.
Great to see you, Pete. I'm going to stay in the UK, and I'm going to go to Pritesh.
Yeah, I'm Pritesh. I use the Samsung Galaxy A32 with the dreaded commentary screen reader.
Are you drinking anything?
It's a Samsung.
Are you drinking anything, Pritesh?
No, it's a bit earlier. I've just had a cup of tea, but it's a bit early to have a beer. I think maybe later.
Now, hang on, guys. I need to ask Pritish a question. Pritish, where are the girls?
I don't know. I thought they were...
I'm here.
Who's here? I know Pete. Yeah, I think Alina's here.
Yeah.
Hi, Alina. You all right?
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I think I got her on the bright side.
Now I'm going to go to John. John Dyer.
Yep, that's me. I'm from Virginia. It's on the East Coast in the U.S. Right now I'm drinking Diet Mountain Dew because I'm at home with my 19-month-old. So I'd be drinking a gin and tonic. So I'll just say it's a gin and tonic in spirit.
And screen reader you using?
My phone is my Pixel 6 Pro is what I'm using right now. And I go back and forth between CSR and TalkBack because neither is perfect. Right now, since I have to answer the question, TalkBack is what is enabled.
I lose track of what phones you've got because you had like that Samsung Foldy McFlip face, didn't you? And you had
Yes, I did. It's been sold.
Very upgraded.
You had another one. Did you have an S21 Ultra?
I had a 21 Plus,
21
which
Plus.
I traded in to get the Z
Foldy
Flip.
McFlip face.
And
yeah. Fair dues. Rana Kuan, hello.
Hello, it's Rana from Lebanon. Now it's 7-something p.m. In our time. I'm using Samsung Galaxy Note 9. It's an old phone, but I like it. With TalkBack.
Excellent. Are you drinking anything?
No, now not.
Nope.
I already had something called mate.
What's mate? Tell us all about mate.
It's a Lebanese drink. You put it with hot water and with something special, and you drink it with the straw.
So you're not drinking like an Arabian coffee or something?
I do drink Arabian coffee. I do drink Nescafe. But when we sit with my family all together, we drink mate. It's a tradition.
So what does mate taste like? Just for reference, Rana.
It's something sour.
Is it like chocolate or?
No.
No.
It's like tea, but tea is more tasty.
I see. That sounds really neat.
I've got someone who's just identifying as Pixel 6.
That would be me. My name is Dave, and I'm a ham radio operator. And this is more fun than most of my ham radio contacts because we're really truly international. I'm in the central part of California. I using right now a Pixel 6, not professional, and TalkBack, and Pam is also here. She's a part of the list of Pam Drake, and she's.
Hello, Pam.
I've only been on the list for a couple of weeks. I had been a Moto 6, a Moto G5 Plus user, but she got me this Pixel 6 for my birthday, and I have chosen the non-professional because it's a little smaller, fits in my pocket, and the only thing I really don't have that I would have liked, but not a deal breaker, is the radio. Otherwise, not worried about it.
Nice. What screen reader are you running, Dave?
Hang on. Hang on. He already said he has TalkBack. Dave, since Pam got you this phone, how about you have her say hello to our listeners?
Pam, come here.
Oh, here I am. Hello, everyone. It's Pam. And yes, I asked on the list, and Warren was the one person who said, get the Moto, my eyes aren't open yet. It's only 9 a.m. here. I got up early.
We're drinking coffee.
The Pixel.
We're drinking coffee, believe me. But no, I asked, and I don't think anybody else really weighed in, but Warren said, get Dave the 6. And I really thought that he would use the one hand. Dave had a stroke, which I put on the list. He had a stroke in 2011, which could have been a whole lot worse. But he basically types with 1.5 hands. So that was, of course, my concern. But Warren suggested this, and so far he is enjoying it, and I'm very, very glad.
I've not tried the one-hand mode yet, but I can slide around the phone with my. But I do have a little bit of a learning curve because the old motor that I had only had Android 8, so I do have to learn how to use 2 and 3 finger commands now, because up until now I've only used one finger. So that's my challenge.
That's beautiful, Dave. And thank you so much, Pam, for getting him that phone. And don't forget to take advantage of that Google Assistant typing so that you don't have to type too much. Just use that. Use it liberally, I may say.
So I'm going to go to Rohit next.
Hi, everyone. I am Rohit from India, New Delhi. It's almost 11:30 in the night here.
Hey, Rohit, what phone have you got?
I'm using an old MI A1. Was thinking of getting a new Pixel 6, but unfortunately, Google did not launch it in India. Now I'm planning to get a OnePlus phone. Maybe the new OnePlus 9R.
Fair enough. And are you using TalkBack or commentary?
TalkBack. I used CSR, but now I am using TalkBack. I have used CSR.
And
not drinking anything. It's late.
Fair enough.
I don't blame you, bro. It's you don't want to do that. It's kind of too late.
We should include the hosts for completeness, I guess. Austin.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I am from Mumbai, India, and it's the same time, 11:30 almost. And I use the Pixel 4a. I use TalkBack as my primary screen reader as of now, at least. But I'm converting to CSR. Maybe by our 1-year celebration or by episode 75, I should be there in CSR. And I've opened a nice old monk here.
Oh, nice. It is disappointing to hear you're on a Pixel, though, Austin. I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I'm very disappointed with it. Yeah.
For the record, I'm not pleased with you about that. I'll go with Warren then.
Okay, guys, I'm so thankful to be here, and most especially you guys have made this possible, and I cannot thank all of you enough for doing this Blind Android Users podcast, which we started back in December of last year, and to see this tremendous growth is absolutely beautiful in my eyes. And I'm most thankful to you guys for making it possible, and seeing us at episode 50 is absolutely something that I didn't imagine. But here we are celebrating our golden jubilee, as Edward has said earlier on. And so congratulations to Blind Android users, and congratulations to you listeners who have made this possible. I am not drinking anything right now. Usually I've had my big cup of tea, but I didn't. I've been kind of very tired lately. My wife was involved in a little accident on Sunday night, and so it's been very tiring for us. She's, as I speak now, though, she's at the doctor's undergoing some surgery, one of 2 surgeries, because she broke her elbows in several places, cracked her eye socket a little bit. And so it's been a little bit of a challenge, and I'm just kind of I've been very tired.
Oh my God, that got too hard.
Yeah, so it's so hard because I have to get up, with her every time, she wants to go to the bathroom, things like that. So it's just been very hectic, and I've been a very tired boy. So I'm behind in doing a lot of things. But so I'm glad to be here today, and of course, I wouldn't even know what phone I am using. I just have too many phones. Right now, though, I've been running the Pixel 5 for a week. This is a week now, and I think I'm ready to put that thing in the drawer because I'm not very happy with it. But then, it got the little update called Adaptive Sound, and it actually improved that sound a little bit. And so today marks my 1 week. I've been wanting to use it for a while, but I never used it. So I took it out of the box last week, and there's the There's that Pixel 5, and the sound, is it's kind of improved, and
home screen 1 of 4.
There it is. So that's what I'm using, and of course, you know me, I am the TalkBack user, and if there's such a thing as the TalkBack evangelist, I probably would be the evangelist for TalkBack. That's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Warren. And just in time, before I do mine, we've got Marion back, I think.
So I'm from Egypt, Port Said to be exact. I use a Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus 5G. I use CSR for sure as my primary and only computer for now. And I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. So.
Excellent, thank you. And finally, I'm Ed. I'm in London, Chester, in the UK. I have as my primary phone my Sony Xperia 1 Mark III, and I'm using TalkBack. So I think now we could just have a free flow. I'll stop interrupting people and structuring things. I think we just have a chat, can't we? What do you say, Warren?
All right, let the party roll on. And, we do have some gamers amongst us. Some of us, I'm not a gamer. There was one game that I used to like back then. I think that thing was called the Audio Archery. And absolutely, I liked it when I hit that bullseye. It was absolutely beautiful. I still have that APK somewhere in my Google Drive. And one of these days, I'm going to pull it out and see if it works on Android 12. Now, Joe, you happen to be a gamer, aren't you?
I am, yeah. And actually, I recorded a demo that I think you'll like. There's a game called Audio Hub 2 that has an archery game, and the object is to win. If you win, you win a girl's princess, some princess affection. So I think that would be perfect for you.
I like the sound of that. Do I get a castle to go with that?
A castle and a pixel.
Oh, hell no.
His wife Warren's wife might not be really impressed with that.
Not when she's not feeling too good.
Warren,
I need some company, right?
You need to find her Miss Sue first.
Did you say you want to go? Is that what he said?
So Warren, you believe in kicking a woman when she's down? That's not very nice.
No, not like that.
Notice Warren didn't mention how she was hurt.
I think this game's kind of biased. Like, what if I play the game? Do I win a princess? I don't think she's a princess.
Yeah, we definitely
get a prince.
We need to arrange that. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I think we need to do that. So if a woman is playing, she may win herself a prince.
What's the game called?
The woman might want to win herself a princess as well.
What's the game called?
Too.
Audio Game Hub 2.
Audio Game Hub 2.
Hi, my name is Joseph Hodge. I am going to be doing a little something different than I had planned because, unfortunately, the app I was going to use is not working on my Z Fold 3. I think it still works on other Android devices, but I don't know. I don't really have a way to test it. It was called DuckStation, and you can use it to play PlayStation 1 games. But instead, I'm going to focus on an app called Audio Game Hub. And this is an app that's actually really accessible for blind and visually impaired folks to play. And it has a wealth of games. In fact, I'm going to demo one that will bring a smile to Warren's face. It's sort of similar to the old Audio Archery. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock my phone. TalkBack is kind of fast here, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be turning it off. So I'm going to get to Audio Game Hub.
Audio Game Hub 2. Audio Game Hub 2.
Please turn the accessibility mode off.
All right. So
for best sound experience. Royal Blind Foundation of New Zealand.
I'm going to let this talk here.
Auckland University of Technology. The Ufana University, Lundberg. Sonar Interactive. Welcome to the Audio Game Hub.
Now, the first time you run this, there is a nice little tutorial that teaches you how to get around the interface. So at the top left, when you go, is a back button always. On the top right is the settings button. and then you can just flick down and up to go through the page 1. And if you want to go to page 2, you can just flick up with 2 fingers. So I'm going to just touch at the top left just to show you.
Play games. Play games. Settings.
So we have settings at the top left. I'm on the main menu, so there's nothing to the left here. But I'm going to go ahead and go to play games.
Tutorial. Play games.
And I'm just dragging my finger around the screen here. So I'm going to go ahead and double tap.
Games menu.
So now I'm going to touch at the top left.
Return.
And you hear return. If I double tap there, it would take me back to the main menu.
Bomb disarmer.
So I'm going to go through the games here. I'm just going to be exploring by touch. You can also flick up and down.
Animal escape. Casino games. Settings. Casino. Animal escape. Bomb disarmer. Super Simon. Archery. Hunt. Page 2. Samurai dojo. Labyrinth. Memory. Blocks. Runner. Coming soon.
So those are our game options there. So I'm going to go back and go into archery.
Page. Archery. Soup. Archery. Archery game menu. Start new game. Tutorial.
And let's go ahead and listen to the tutorial.
Welcome to the archery tournament of Sherwood Forest. You'll compete against a great many splendid archers from the entire Nottinghamshire. If you prove the best, Lady Marion's hand will be yours. To draw your bow, swipe down and hold your finger on the screen. Next, listen to the targeting sound. It moves from side to side. To hit the center of the board, release the arrow when you hear the sound exactly in the middle. To shoot the arrow, lift your finger. Round 1.
So I'm not wearing headphones, but as you hear it say, we need 15 points. So you get 3 shots, I believe. So we're going to pull back. I'm going to try.
You missed. This time, you need 15 points. You've got 2 shots left.
Okay, here you go.
Five points. You've got 5 points. You need 15 points. You've got 1 shot left. 6 points. You've got 11 points. You need 15 points. I think you need more practice, my dear Bowman.
So I didn't win the lady's hand. That's what this game has taught me. So
Archery game menu. Tutorial. Start new game. Settings. Return. Games menu.
So this is a really fun game here. It's totally free. And you can play all of those games I mentioned. They all have tutorials. It's very well done. And it's just a fun game that we can all play and enjoy. So I hope you guys check it out. And I'm going to go on into my next demo for the PSP. I am here today to demonstrate the accessibility on the game for the PSP emulator. It's not so much accessibility, just the fact that you can actually do it, I think is the amazing thing. So, but first of all, I want to give a shout out to the whole Blind Android users crew. Thank you so much for the content for the last 49 episodes and the 50th episode today. It's been amazing, and I've learned so much from every one of you, and I just love this community. I think we all come from different places. You know, it's a really amazing thing to see, like, a worldwide participation, and I don't know, it just makes Android a lot of fun, in my opinion. So here's to 50 more. So anyway, to start out, what I would say you would need is a phone probably in the mid-tier range, because PSP games can be a little bit heavy on the processor. So, like, I've played it on the Pixel 3a, but it is pretty laggy and kind of buffery. So I would urge you to maybe look at these on the mid-range level. So the PPSPP app is free in the Play Store. Once you download that, you will go ahead and open it up and run the first time check. So it's going to ask you to allow storage on your device and etc. It might ask you a few other things. Go ahead and agree to that. The second thing you'll need is a Xbox or a PS4, at least and above controller. So for this demo, I'm actually using, I got it connected now.
Sonos. Apple Music.
So that's actually me hitting.
Activate, press select and hold to long press. Actions available. Use tab with 3 fingers to view.
That's actually me hitting.
Activate, press select and hold to long press. Actions
Oh my
available.
gosh.
Use tab with 3 fingers to view.
That's actually me hitting left and right on the Xbox controller. So that's kind of cool. It's connected via Bluetooth. And the game I'm going to play is NBA 2K12. I'm going to actually go remove that, though, from my home screen because I...
NBA 2K12 USA.ISO.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get rid of that.
2 quick options for NBA app info. Remove button.
I want to demonstrate how to actually add this.
Current location. SD use current
All right.
55 degrees.
So,
last updated note.
First thing I want to mention here before we get started with the demoing that aspect of it is you can use this in conjunction with something like RetroArch. So what you would do is you would download RetroArch on your Mac or Windows device. That actually has OCR capability. So you could get a game set up. So for example, that's what I do with NBA 2K12. Like I'll draft my team on the Mac since it reads me the players' names. I'll get my team set up the way I want it and get the settings set up the way I want it. And then I'll save the game and move that save data to the PSPP folder, as well as put the game in there. And then when I load the game, we're ready to go. So I'm going to demo that now. But the first thing we need to do, because if you go into the PSP app, I'm just going to call it that, you would be presented with a blank screen. TalkBack does not read this screen. It's completely blank. So you're going to go, Joe, this isn't accessible. You lied to me. So how you can actually,
Apple Music.
you possibly could memorize how to get to the game from the app without TalkBack, but there's an easier way. So that was how I approached this in the beginning. Was I would just memorize, okay, I hit right twice, down, 3 times, and then press XX, and then we're good to go. That's not how we're going to do this today. It's actually a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is go to my home screen editing menu. On each device, this could be different. So I'm using a Samsung, so I'm just going to pinch my 2 fingers kind of together.
Home screen, page 2 of 3, default page.
And then
Change to home screen, edit mode, page 1 of 2.
I'm going to go to widgets.
Themes, button out of pager, widgets, button.
And I'm looking for the PSSPP widget.
Reminder 2, PPSSPP 1.
There it is. PPSPP. There we go.
3 fingers to view.
So I'm going to double tap on that.
Home screen, page 1 of 2, default page.
I'm going to make sure accessibility is up here.
PPSSPP. Double tap to close.
There we go. That sounds a lot
accessibility volume
better.
set to 60%.
Sorry, y'all. All right. So I'm going to go to add.
PPSSPP. Cancel button. PPSSPP game 1 wide by 1 high.
All right. So that's what we want.
Cancel. Add button.
And I hit add.
Game.
So
Show
now,
links button.
what this is doing is it's
Double
going
tap to
to
activate.
bring you into a list of your recent downloaded files. So it's not one of those because I've had this game on here a long time. So
Game. Show routes button.
I'm going to click Show Routes.
Double tap. Menu.
And I'm going to look for my PPSPP folder.
System OneDrive Joseph Hodge at gmail.com. Bug reports. Joseph's Z Fold 3.
It's actually going to be in here.
Double tap. Joseph's Z Fold 3. Podcasts, row 7. PSP, row 8, column 1.
And there's my PSP
Double tap to
folder.
activate. Double tap
This
to
is
hold to long
created by the emulator itself, so you don't have to create this folder.
PSP.
Double
Show
tap
routes,
that.
button out of
So
grid.
here we go.
Textures, row 4, column. System, save at PPSSPP state, plugins, column 1. Game, row 1, column 2.
There's the game. Double tap.
Game. Game. Search. More options. Joseph C. PSP. Game. Not checked. Images. Not checked. Audio. Not.
Let me just touch.
NBA 2K12 USA.ISO
There we go. I just
1.51
touched.
gigabyte.
I touched in the middle, so there's the NBA 2K12. I'm going to double tap that,
Item added to home screen. One UI
and
home.
there is our
Apple Music
game.
in pager.
So what I'm going to do is go find the game.
Search. NBA 2K12 USA.ISO.
Awesome.
Double tap to activate. Double
Look
tap
at that
and hold to
how
long press. Actions
look at how
available. Use
sweet
tab
that
with
is.
3 fingers to view.
Search. Every game that you get, you're going to want to do this because otherwise you're not going to be able to actually launch them.
NBA 2K12 USA. PPSSPP.
So I've hit start and we have launched the game. Now here's the thing. You want to make sure to turn TalkBack off. I'm going to do that now.
Talk back off.
I had to put my mic down, sorry. All right, now I'm going to press start here in a second on the Xbox controller. You're going to hear rap music, and I'm going to load my game. So I'm going to walk kind of through this. Press start. You hear the rap music. Start. I'm going to hit up 3. Press X. I'm going to press up 2 for my memory card. X. It's asking me if I want to load save data. I don't know that for sure. I'm paraphrasing, but I just memorized these menus. So I'm going to press down and then for yes and X. And then we are going to let that load. I'm going to press X again here for load. And there we are. So now we're at the game for my season. So I'm going to press the circle button. I'm using an Xbox controller, but I'm saying the PS4 command, so it's okay though. We're gonna press X on load game. So it's gonna bring me to my game. This is I want to play, so I'm gonna press down 1, X, X, and now we're gonna hear the announcer.
Welcome aboard, Hoop fans. We're here.
So I'm gonna press X. I'm gonna win the tip. So the jump ball. I'm gonna win that, and I'm gonna take a shot here just so you can hear it, and then I'll stop. But so I got the game paused right now. So what you heard was me going through the PSP menus. So I'm going to be quiet here. I'm the Phoenix Sun, so you should, unless I lose the jump ball, which I barely do, you should hear it say Suns win the tip or something to that effect, and then hopefully I'll make a basket. So here we go.
The Suns take the tip off and will set up the offense. There is our defensive foul.
So I got foul, and I'm going to shoot 2 here. So I'm going to hold the stick down and release. I made the first one. All right, here we go. Just dribbling. I'm going to hold the stick down, release.
He's off on the second.
Oh, they got the rebound. All right. But you get the point. So that is a little bit of how you can play a PSP game on the Android devices. Now, for full disclosure, as far as ROMs go, I actually purchased this game. ROMs are sort of one of those things that could be viewed as illegal content, so I'm not going to explain how you get them. There are places you can get them, do some digging, but I will say this is a really fun way to pass time.
Yeah. I have it in my library, and I really liked it. I really like it. I'm also a gamer. I forgot to tell you, I'm also a gamer, but I didn't record any demo, so.
Yeah. Guys, I'm not really a gamer, but iOS users are playing one called Swordy Quest. Is that available on Android? I'd like to have a go at that.
What is it called?
Swordy Quest.
Swordy Quest.
It's one that iOS players are really raving about. So I was wondering if it's available on Android, if anybody knows.
So how do you spell the first word?
Swordy, S-W-O-R-D-Y.
Swordy. Does someone know if we have it?
It's some like fighting game with knights and
Oh my God!
You really want to force to fight with swords? You really want to force me to fight with swords?
Yeah, sword fighting game.
If I will get into the game, I will play with you. I will play with you.
I wouldn't mind if they're made of styrofoam.
So I'm gonna look it up on the Play Store. So you said, was that SOTTY Quest?
No,
it's Swordy from Swords.
Oh, okay, like the sword.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Like knives and blood and slicing people.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and look it up on the Play Store.
Yeah, why are games always so bloodthirsty? Why can't we have games where you have to do stuff that isn't to do with killing people?
It's a typical men thing.
I don't know. I'm sure there are games which are not bloodthirsty. I'm sure there are if you look for them.
Yeah, but they're not the ones everyone hears about, are they?
I played Blind Drive. I played Blind Drive on Android.
Basically.
Do you like it, Luis? Do you like Blind Drive?
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's something of a motherfucker. I even want to translate Blind Drive. I even played it on Windows BS Team. I mean,
what is it?
If I want to get it, if I want to be a voice actor for that game, that could be amazing.
I'm asking.
It's a game where I mean, it's fairly simple. It's a 2-button control game, and you drive the car around. You've been kidnapped and blindfolded, and you have to drive your car. You've been kidnapped by gangsters, and you have to complete various quests.
So here's what I saw on the Play Store, probably closest to. I got.
Sortie, bill of production, strategy, casual, offline, star rating.
The picture fight sounds incredibly fine.
Here's this one that says here's this one.
Plays mighty quest for epic sortie, bill, epic sword quest, square, role playing casual single player, star rating.
I don't think that it is. Yeah, so we don't have it.
Maybe it's not available.
So, you were talking about games. I don't know if this counts as a game, but are there any crosswords on Android that we can do as blind people? Because I love doing crosswords.
Yeah, there's
Of course you do. You're a musician. Of course you do.
There's an app called Word Speaking, which is a French app. It's one of those annoying, silly self-voicing things that doesn't need to be self-voicing, but it's worth a look.
What about the Google Assistant? Can you do
could actually
crosswords
ask
with that?
the assistant to to play games with you. Most especially, if you have the assistant, you have a speaker, your home speaker. They have tons of games on there you can play.
Do they have crosswords though?
I don't know. I'm not a gamer, but I know they have a bunch of games.
I'm not a gamer either, but you might be able to try it. Ask Google, ask the G word if you can do crosswords. Well,
what now? Word
Alexa.
Speaking is a crossword app, though, if you want to try that.
Or even Alexa, if I want to do a crossword, then I would try to call Alexa and then tell her, hey, can you please play a game of crossword? Because I'm very bored.
Yeah, I can do it with that, but I want to be able to do it with Google as well, because then there'd be different ones, and you could do it, with your phone and stuff. That'd be quite cool. So Word Speaking, I'll look that up. Did you say that was what it's called, Ed? Word Speaking?
Yeah,
that's right. Word Speaking.
Yeah, Word Speaking.
Okay, thank
it's
you.
French.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah.
Wait, I don't have to do crosswords in French, do I?
No, you don't have to actually do them in French.
My French is bad. Can you get?
Be asking.
Pardon?
What was
that?
If you don't mind me asking. I never said, did I? I'm in London. I'm in London.
Well.
I'm in West London.
I'm in Kilburn, Northwest London.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which part?
London? Wow. Many people from many countries.
I'm not saying with everybody on here and recording and stuff.
Pam and I have some very good friends that live in Rochford, just east of London. You get off the train in Southend.
Oh wow, that's across the other side.
Speaking of UK, which football team you guys pick on each one of you?
I support the silent ones when no one's playing football and I can watch something else in peace.
That's good. Fair enough.
Man City.
Okay. Liverpool, because Mo Salah plays there.
Nobody supports Arsenal. Our friends are just, the lady is a diehard Arsenal fan. Arsenal all the way.
I've been there. I've been to Arsenal.
The Gunners. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's a Gunner.
I've been to the place Arsenal, not the football. Because I go there on the way to see my friend. But
which type of music you play?
Oh, all sorts of things: church stuff, folk stuff.
I also the same thing. I mean, however, in my case, I have each genre for me has a month because, for example, in November I like more music, mostly marching music.
My favorite band is a British band originally. It's Pink Floyd, and they are the main reason behind my English.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
really?
My English. The credit goes to Pink Floyd since back 1980 when I first introduced to an audio cassette for The Wall, the movie, and then the video cassette. And from there, I picked up English like I'm on fire.
Oh, brilliant!
Yep.
Yeah, my English is also
I think they're the best like of all times. the best English music band ever.
My English language, as you, but in my case, it was different. My English language journey started via a rock band, but not what I like, but not yours. But it was a rock band that we created.
Have you ever heard them? Like, have you listened to them?
No, but we played. I was the vocalist there. I was part of rock band that we friends of us created, and it improved. It started my way through English language, and I created that.
Music. I think music is the shortest way to fall in love and start learning a language.
Yeah, I also think the same, because if you try to learn music into another language, it strives. It forces you to learn more of that culture, of that language, and more of that culture. Like, for example, if I learn music in Latin, which is a dead language, obviously, I kind of enter in the journey of Latin language, and I even want to learn Latin language, which is also my hobby.
I never had enough more brain cells to burn them on more languages. I've had like 3 already.
Oh my dear, you're a polyglot like me.
Yep.
Interestingly, I have found we speak Spanish in this house as well as English, and for me, when I was learning Spanish, it was harder for me to understand the Spanish in music than it was Spanish spoken, and I still have problems with that. I still would rather speak it than sing it.
Yep.
I don't have problems because I'm a native Spanish speaker. It's a Spanish-speaking country, so I don't have problems with that because I'm a native Spanish speaker.
Pues entonces sí.
Claro. I'm a native Spanish speaker. If you know me, so pues.
There you go, Warren. Your event has been kidnapped. Congrats. Yeah, just tell it bonjour and you'd be good.
Bonjour, madame Matisse. Oh my God, my French is so bad.
My French is awful. I was good at German, but terrible at French.
My French, I learned in school.
German is harder. I think French is closer to English than the
German. But I couldn't do the spellings and stuff. Whereas with German,
you wouldn't do
English is actually derived from German, though. So
the
no, I think
flexiness of it is a little tough.
With German, though, even if you don't know what the words mean, you always know how they'll sound from the spelling. Whereas in French, there are loads of words that sound similar but are spelt completely different.
French language is like stretching the words. The German language is like slabbing them. Easy.
Yeah, I think I just get them. I'm just thinking I just gotta, get with my friends to celebrate my birthday and so on, because at that night I have surprises. I have, many events because of my birthday and because of my celebration and because of my beautiful vanilla crazy cake.
Pues entonces, Luis, feliz cumpleaños y que tenga buen día.
Sounded awful. Well, a little bit awful, but correct pronunciation. I congratulate you with that. But keep practicing because if I want to be a Spanish teacher with you, then you so be it. There's no problem. No hay problema, compañero. No hay problema.
There we go.
Is it Hatat? How are you doing? I think that's how you say how are you doing
in Dutch.
Yeah.
Who heet? No, hang on. What is it? No, who's me too? How's it with you? Who's me too? I think it is. I wasn't brought up bilingual. I'm afraid. So my Dutch is
why not ask the assistant?
Yeah. Actually, you can do that. You can.
So what was the question?
How to ask how are you in Dutch?
Yeah.
How are you in Dutch?
In Dutch, that's hoe gaat het met jou? By the way,
okay, so it's who had to, okay. There's different ways of saying it, but
I have a question that perhaps Warren could answer. Somehow, my chime when I press the button has somehow disappeared. I'm wondering how I might get it back.
Got you an easy fix. So here's what happens. There in the assistant, there's something that is called accessibility. So if you let's say you say, hey, what's the weather in Fresno? And it comes up and tells you the weather in Fresno. Then near toward the top on the right hand, not all the way to the top, but 3/4 up on the right hand. On the edge there, you'll find the assistant menu. You want to tap on that, and you keep scrolling down, and you will find something called accessibility. Tap on that, and there are 2 buttons. By default, they're not checked, and it's not going to tell you that it is checked. I'll demonstrate it so you know what I'm talking about. Weather in Fresno, California.
It's 55 with fog. Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 45.
Okay, now I'm going to tap on that menu, which is like almost up to the top on the right-hand corner, but it's not all the way to the top.
Google Assistant menu.
Assistant
settings.
Now that I've tapped on that menu, I'm gonna scroll down.
Lock screen. Uses personal results. Routines. Multiple actions with.
Let me find accessibility.
Music. You're in for devices. All settings. Head.
I think I've gone too far.
Accessibility.
There we
Support
go.
for vision, hearing, motor, and cognitive impairments.
If I tap here,
settings. Accessibility.
I now have 2 items here. And let me put my finger down.
Enlist item 1 of 0.
It tells you item 1 of 0. And
enlist item 1 of 0. Availability.
So now what you need to do is simply tap on
enlist
the first one.
Item 1 of 0. Enlist.
So I'm basically turning it off, and then I'm going to find the second one.
Enlist item 1 of 0.
Okay, now watch. If I go back and ask the assistant, you're not going to hear the chime. So I'm going to tap the back of my phone. All right, assistant. But that's where it is. Let me turn it. And sometimes it doesn't turn off with TalkBack, with a screen reader on. So you have to, once you are there, it's kind of crazy.
What I don't understand is how I turned it off in the first place. When I started with the phone, it was, I know. What is that? When you turn on the phone, when you first turn on the phone, it says speech enabled, speech output enabled, or something like that. What is that one?
I think it's probably telling you Google Speech Services. Basically, the TTS engine is running. It's just basically letting you that you got the TTS running and it's using the Google Speech Services.
Okay.
Isn't there a voice command to change these things rather than all that kind of? Because it seems logical.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Let me see if I could ask the assistant to turn on. If
I want to know how on earth you get 1 of 0. What's that?
I was about to say, if I told that to my mathematics teacher back in the days, I'd get some good.
This is the intelligence of TalkBack, guys.
I'd get some good punishment.
That sounds like typical British logic to me.
Google's not a British company; they're American.
Wait, one big point for you, Fee. Okay. Warren, in your lab. Go ahead.
Okay, what was it that? What's the British company?
Look, tell them item 1 of 0. My math teacher is mad. He's going to kill me.
Well, no, okay, guys, that is so funny though, because it's one of the things that I reported because it's absolutely idiotic.
Not just that one. The biggest one is the bullets all over the place. It's like going in a gun shop instead of going to the notification area.
Oh hell yeah!
But bro, you got the military background. You want some bullets around you, don't you?
Believe me, I've had enough of those.
I had a really weird dream once, and it was in the days of using Talks, if anyone remembers that, on Symbian phones.
I remember that pretty good.
But you still had things saying 1 of 4 or whatever. And I had this dream that I went to this person's house, and it was really messy and dirty and grotty and horrible. And they had these horrible cats. And normally I love cats, but these were not nice cats. These were sort of nightmare cats. And they were really dirty and they clung on to you. And I thought, oh no, they're going to bite me. And they had these really sharp claws. And they all attached themselves to my trousers and my clothes. And I pulled one off. And this eloquence voice went, 1 of 4.
Oh my gosh, that is so creepy. That was absolutely creepy.
It was a really weird dream.
That is one spooky dream.
I wanted to say that when Dave got his first phone, I joined the list. I am not an Android user. I am an Apple user, but I joined this list so that I could maybe work with Dave a little bit because he'd never had a other than the very basic flip phone. Yeah. So that's why I joined the list, and I've gotten a lot of information out of it.
Welcome to you.
And that's why we need the ladies, because sometimes or a lot of times they help us set us straight, right?
As some Android users towards iPhones, I don't hold anything against it. Myself,
and Fee, to get out of your dream, could you long press key 2 to exit?
But let's face it, you and I both, we all know the iPhone is. We all know that the iPhone is junk. Come on now.
No.
Yeah,
they're great phones.
Apple Braille is better than Android Braille, and that's why I still have an iPhone.
Even the hardware is better. Generally, the hardware is much better.
Android has a way to go yet.
Yeah, and Android and Braille don't mix very well.
I love my Android phone, but Braille is terrible.
I know that, and I'm not a Braille user on the phone.
Well, I'm blessed here because I'm item 0 of 0 with Braille.
Not 1 of 0.
I lost my eyesight. I was 36 and I never caught up with Braille. No time, and the situation.
Oh well, I did it at school, so.
All I can say
it's a minus point for me, but I never really family, taking care of the children, schools, life itself never gave me a chance to start learning something new.
Actually,
and my rugged hands are a little bit. I think
you are fortunate that you lost your sight in this day and age. Had you lost your vision in, for example, the 1960s, you'd have been in a world of hurt.
Oh yeah. I always talk about that, and I did like thousands of hours of helping people accessibility wise, because I was a self-learner. I went online, taught myself because I was sighted. I was a good computer user, and we started great stuff on in the Arab world in particular. And the Android group now is like in over 6,000. I think it's 8,000 or something now.
Which group?
The blind Android group.
Oh, the blind, the Android for blind.
If you ask Mohammed Abdul Fattah, who
started
the whole thing, tell him Harith says hello, and he tell me because I was the first one who introduced the Arabic TTS to the Android back then.
Oh, I think I saw that video. Was it a video?
You saw that was me. They did the video.
I remember now. Okay.
They were celebrating.
Oh my God, that was years ago. Wow.
That was me.
It's crazy.
So we started a huge thing in the Arab world with Android, and it caught like fire. I mean, like fire. And now they have a great community. They're helping each other. And I'm retired. And I'm retired from direct supporting because really family gives me no extra time other than like an hour a day to enjoy like this. I'm enjoying my time with you guys and ladies big time.
Yes, Warren, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh no, I hope I don't have that British wrath.
Let's bring the fire.
Bring the bones.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was her friend though. I wasn't gonna be getting some wrath.
But you still have to tell your friends the truth sometimes.
Tell me the truth, Warren. Bring it up.
So at the beginning of every podcast, Android fanboys.
You are right. You are right. Well, you know what? I need to redo that because you know why? At the time, we didn't have any pretty faces in here. It was just knuckleheads and three-legged hyenas in here. That's why.
At the time, he says he's had weeks and weeks and weeks to go, oh, yeah, we've got some women. Maybe we should,
You are right. And frankly, Miriam never told me that, you know.
Yeah, no.
I think that intro was made in episode 10, 11, I think.
Yeah,
but you know, there's nothing to stop him making another one.
No.
The funny thing,
no, you are right. Thank you, Fee.
The funny thing is that I was the one who edited the promo for them.
You could have picked the fan club instead. Like, say fan club. That would fit.
She didn't say anything, you know? Yeah.
Or you could just say Android fans.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Doesn't have to be fanboys.
Blind Android fans, you know?
Do you have to be that, what they call it? How they say that word in English?
Feminist?
No, he's not feminist.
Warren's not feminist.
You're talking about Warren. I'm sorry.
It's the other word. It's the controvert. The
masculine. The masculine thing.
I hope you don't mean chauvinistic.
How would you do that? How would you do that, Warren?
I'm certainly not chauvinistic.
Well, hang on, guys. You got to go back to the history, though. When we started, we didn't have any pretty faces in there.
Yeah, but that was history's history, mate.
You gotta cut me a slack though, because I just.
Nah, you gotta keep with the times, Warren.
We have to give you some gorilla 6 times.
Oh my gosh!
and I'm not chauvinistic, so I like to say that the girls do very well.
No,
bless them.
They do well.
Yeah, not better, but they do well, right?
Absolutely.
Look at them! They do well. Look.
Yeah.
Feisty
thing. What are we without them?
Yeah, exactly.
We'd be like a bunch of really bad-looking creatures.
Yeah, but you see, we complement each other because without us, they are nothing, and without them, we're nothing. So I think the two make perfect, combination and complement each other.
Really?
Yeah, same with Talkback and Peter. I think they were going to get married soon.
Just like item 1 of 0.
Absolutely. Because you know why that is Harith. Hang on. No, hang on. The reason then, we become one, and so it's just 1 of 0. There's not 2 of us. We're just absolutely 1. So it's perfect. 1 of 0.
You convinced me.
It's like meaningless.
Doesn't make sense to me. That's just a load of nonsense.
It is nonsense. Warren, you don't have to use all that paint. You could just, cover a little bit.
Oh dear.
XM3s. You know your XM3s?
XM3s that I got last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have ear tips with them, or is it with without the ear tips?
They've got ear tips.
You know what I got here, guys? Listen to this. Guess what that is?
A Pixel phone box?
I think it's some parcel that Warren's had on his desk for 2 weeks and forgotten about, or no one's told him, and it's been.
I think so. It used to be a box, but it's biodegraded to a bag.
No, okay. Listen to this sound. What is that?
M&M.
That's so close, my man. It's a big bag of hot tamales.
Hot what?
Hot
tamales.
What?
Yeah.
You got
today?
It from
Never heard of that.
From India? You got them from India?
No, they're right here from the US.
Send them to.
What are they?
They are like, so think of them like, they're more akin to like jelly bean.
Okay.
Hear that?
Oh, wow.
Hear that sound? Those are hot tamales. And, cinnamon, a lot of cinnamon and stuff like that. But they're hot.
Wait. Before you change the subject and cover up your what you were saying, look, you were talking about ditching your pixel to the drawer. Instead of doing that, do a good deed, as in good evangelist you are, and forward it to your brother.
All right. Sending anybody a pixel is a bad deed.
And speaking of that,
no one wants a pixel.
I'd give a great tip to anybody from outside the United States to buy stuff within the United States. Like I was doing this for the last maybe 15, 16 years. It's a good way to do stuff. I don't care much for warranties because I don't destroy stuff.
Me neither.
If I buy something from the United States, I have a drop point with a company in Delaware, based in Delaware. That's a tax-free storage place. I mail the stuff I purchased from the United States online to that place, collect them. They give me a period of 2 months to collect stuff, like gather stuff there. They put them in one package, and they pack them the way I want them to be packed, wrap them with bubble wrappers. And you can just ask them to do whatever you like. It's all in system and it's fairly accessible.
Well,
Great
here
company,
in the UK,
great prices,
maybe, but here we get import tax.
And I get stuff. I know you got like 12% for everything.
So for us,
that's too much. 12%.
No, I've tried the British Play Store for a whole year, and I regret it because instead of $300, I spent like 300 pounds. I spent like 340 pounds or 50 pounds off the taxes. That because the TTS reader, the engines back then, which is a cappella, was available only in the UK and the United States. So I had to start to purchase it from the UK Play Store that was available. And I purchased them. And I don't regret it because I got me my Heather.
Oh, you're lucky.
I like Rachel.
And Eloquence back then as well.
You can't buy
You're talking about the Heather voices, though,
Yeah.
Or the Heather voice.
Yeah, we go back like what to
so those of us that got grandfathered from a cappella still have that Heather voice.
Yeah, my first phone was the Sony Ericsson Mini Pro.
I think C is missing her calling. She's got such a nice voice. She ought to sell it and get it processed and put it there. That'd be a great voice.
They took it off. They took it off because as long as that voice over there, nobody would purchase many other variants. Because when they took it off, they brought like 20 variants, and people were like buying this, not so good, and the other one not so good, and the other one, and so on.
I think the alternative would be Karen. Personally,
no, Sharon.
No, Sharon. Yeah,
Sharon. I don't like her, honestly.
Nobody likes anything else other than Heather.
Nobody likes anything.
I like Rachel. I got the Rachel voice.
Oh yeah, and Laura Laura's good too. I think.
And for vocalizer,
I think you're talking
Serena.
vocalizer now.
Vocalizer, I got Serena, but for the a cappella one, I've got Rachel.
Okay. I don't vocalizer. I use the American voice.
Because I remember even on the PC, the Heather voice was just absolutely beautiful. It was just a delight to listen to it.
Do they not do it anymore?
No,
I have it.
Nope.
I think there should be. I don't know who said, but yeah, I think they're right. There should be a fee voice. In fact, I could do SatNav, couldn't I? At the next exit,
well, actually, you can build your own voice on acapella, though.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah,
on
but I'd
acapella.
love to do the SatNav because you could say at the next exit, turn right. I said turn right, you idiot.
Oh wow.
Oh, you idiot! That's the.
You didn't turn right, aren't you listening?
You should say this. Take the first turn on the zero whatever.
Oh yeah.
Come on, bro. Let go of that thing, man. Let go of it.
I would until they fix it. Look, and dump the bullet before they.
I've already submitted that bug report. It's actually
you should say take the first -1 of 0 exit.
Yeah. And be careful. There are many bullets ahead.
Take exit 0 of 1. Yes, I know it doesn't make. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense. But do it anyway.
Look, Warren gonna love this. Warren gonna love this. That's talk back for you.
Oh, you lot argue. I'm gonna try commentary soon.
Yeah, well, let's see what commentary says.
I'm going to convert you. I promise.
Hey, Miriam, hang on, guys. Miriam, can you go into access? Let's see what commentary says. I'm kind of curious.
I have this actually disabled. The number thing. Okay,
Are you talking on the same phone?
No.
Okay. So help us see if we could.
Does commentary say 0 of 1 or not? One of 0 or not?
Okay, I'm going. Yeah, I'm talking on the same phone. Okay, I'm going to try that.
Oh no, then don't worry about it. Someone else with commentary could do it. Hey, Harith, you want to help us look it up, see what it says? So it seems that the majority of us that are on here today are using TalkBack.
I use TalkBack.
Yeah.
Look, if TalkBack adds the OCR thing, I might use commentary less and less. And they need to fix that web, the web views thing. Man, that's annoying.
Well, I don't think this is the only thing that's missing in TalkBack.
Actually, the web views are better. If you have Android 11 or higher. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm finally proud to be
that doesn't excuse TalkBack because the other one works perfectly on the older Androids. I don't know what's the deal with.
Well, the web views have always been a problem
with TalkBack only.
Yeah, but
even
like
back
I said,
to Spiel days, remember? Spiel was faster.
With
I don't know what
TalkBack 9.1, things changed to where web views, and of course it depends on what one is using, but frankly I can use Chrome now happily because I was using other browsers, so I will use this and use that, but now I tend to be using Chrome most of the time more than anything else.
So
Yeah.
Warren, I just pulled this up, Miriam. I pulled this up in CSR. It does not do the 1 of 0. However, it does not. It says mic open notification switch, but it doesn't tell you if it's switched on or off. Like I don't.
Yeah, so I have that on my other. I think like on my Pixel 2, it says the same thing. Mic switch on or mic close switch, but it doesn't tell you whether it's off or it doesn't. Yeah, so that's the problem. That's the problem. It's from Google. It's not the screen reader.
Well, I'm going to take off. I got to have a little bit of breakfast here and start the day. But it's been great meeting everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Dave.
I'm certainly glad to have been part of this. So, and thank you, Warren, for the assistance to Pam, because to that I'm going to be a better phone user.
Yeah, she's a great lady, and thanks to her for getting you that phone, man. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pam.
Good to see you, Dave.
Nice meeting you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, because like on the Pixel 2 and my Pixel 3, it says, mic switch or mic close, whatever, off. But, so it's really interesting.
We're hearing Warren walk through his museum.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some other phone,
Yeah, Austin and I said that we were going to go to his museum and put.
Install CSR.
Yeah.
I've still got old Nokia Symbian phones here.
Wow, this is an old one.
Yeah, I think I've got an M97 somewhere.
My favorite was the N95, beautiful music.
I had that.
For me, I like the N86 was my favorite.
Nokia 95.
I've still got a Motorola flip phone from 1998 or something.
You know what? Nokia N95, I don't think any other phone could bring the audio quality that little device had.
Oh no, the N86 was better.
I think N86 was a better phone.
N97 was talking about the music. Was it like a music edition of the N95? I'm talking
55
about
something.
No, the N86 was a brilliant phone.
Yeah,
for music.
I really
and
like
it had a radio
N86. It was
transmitter
beautiful.
as well.
Yeah,
you could connect it to your car radio as well, which was cool.
Yeah, and I did that.
I did that.
I don't know how they missed the Android train. They lost big time. They should have jumped.
When
the
you talk
line.
about those phones, I feel like I'm so young. Like I didn't think
Enjoy
that,
it.
like, those notifications were big.
Enjoy being so young. Trust
Yeah,
me.
enjoy it
When you're
while
my age, you'll wish you were young again.
I liked the 6600. That was a tank. The 6600.
Oh, the 6600. Yeah, that was
a tank.
That was the
What a
N'Golo
phone.
Kante, Idrissa
Yeah.
Gueye of mobile phones. It was
good days.
It was the VVS Latchman of phones. It was just
Yeah.
a solid phone. It could bat all day. You know, it was a good thing.
Yeah, it didn't have that much memory though, did it?
They didn't need it. They did it. What were you going to do with it?
Run talks for a start.
Probably only have maybe like 300 MB or something. Who knows?
I think like 256 MB.
What time is your session next week, Warren, about SciTech Global?
SciTech Global comes up on December 1st and 2nd, so that would be, I think, Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Oh, can I still register or it's over?
So the Google session, I don't know what time it is, but I know it's on the 2nd.
Okay. So what happens is, does the YouTube stream at the same time as the Amazon sessions, or is it like separate?
No, they're separate times because they want, each company to be given its own time. So I think on the first, that email that I forwarded though has those times. We got Microsoft, we got Amazon, we got Apple.
Me separately, or do I have to register for each one?
No, you register just for one. Then you have access to all of them. So, but you just have to register using that form that was on that.
Yeah, but will it email me the time for each session for each evening?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it would.
I couldn't register with that form.
Why?
No.
What happened?
Okay, so
it wouldn't let me pick the event I wanted. It just in Google Chrome, it just wouldn't let me.
Wait,
so
can I register
that's bad.
for all that events though? It's like I just have to register because I haven't tried that. Honestly, I don't know.
I just had to do normal contact us because I couldn't. I couldn't choose the event, which was very irritating.
I had a text on my phone yesterday, Fee, about my vaccine. So I went online to the NHS and it says you're not eligible for this book through this service. I thought, what's going on here?
Weird.
I know.
Oh, I've had mine. Had mine on Monday.
Right.
Ring 119. That's my advice.
I'm gonna. Which one did you take? Was it like the Pfizer or the AstraZeneca?
The Pfizer one. That's what they were giving
I'm gonna
you.
take the same one. The Pfizer. I already decided on it.
You'll be okay, Mariam. You're young. You'll be all right.
Oh, trust me. I don't know. It's kind of. Oh, don't be that positive. When I got COVID-19, it was as violent as you might think it is. It was crazy. So I don't think age matters.
What symptoms did you get?
Okay, guys, here's what I don't like. So for some reason, Vocalizer on my first generation Pixel is saying...
I had this because my phone wasn't...
I'll tell you why. Have you got the trial version?
No. I bought it from the get-go. I think I want to check to see. Oh my God.
I had this exact same problem, and what happened was my phone had disconnected from my Wi-Fi, and I had to reconnect it, which was hard when it kept saying, please register thingamy all the time.
Remember the IS3 list when I had the big fight with the Vocalizer people?
Yeah.
I was outside on the bus.
My God.
And that exact bug bit me with eloquence, and it wouldn't let me do anything. And I had to get a help from a total stranger to get me a number to call.
I'm going to try to switch to a different TTS.
They were doing this license. They have the worst licensing method on earth. They're doing it even with NVDA people. The same thing.
They shouldn't base it on whether you're connected to the internet or not. I think that's a really bad model.
It bit me. I paid for it and I ditched it since back then, and I told them about it in public. Yep.
So I'm trying to find a way to switch my TTS engine.
Warren, do you have a Braille display?
Do you know what they do with those voices, how they develop? Take it from me. Take it from me. Do you know how they develop those voices and TTSs?
Yeah.
They hire part-time developers, like once every couple years, to do something and go away, and the rest would go.
Oh, there we go. I switched to a cappella
How did you do that? Without
because I'm the Android evangelist.
Because he sees he's an undercover sighted person.
Are there any new voices at Acapella?
No. Actually, because I know I brought up the talkback menu, and I know it's like
you know the order
the
of
second.
Okay,
Yeah, it's the
I have
second
to give
last one.
Talkback a credit though, because this is what's good in Talkback. We don't have this feature in Salesforce, and I hate it, so I have to give it credit. Honestly, it always rescues me. Like, it always saves the day. So yeah,
there is an app, Miriam. There's an app called Quick TTS made by one of ours. You can put it. Put it and assign a shortcut to it.
Oh, so you know what was going on? My thing was on airplane mode.
Even if it was, they have no right to take away the voice from you because you have put it on airplane mode.
Yeah, it was on airplane mode, so it just.
But
it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Do you have the right, or do you not? Or not?
Code Factory does that one, right?
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't do that.
No, it shouldn't.
It's wrong. It's absolutely
That reminds
wrong.
me of Windows Mobile back in the day with Mobile Speak.
Well, actually, the airplane mode is
the same company. The same company. The same company.
Same company.
The same company. They were doing it for ages now, and this is like really ridiculous.
It is. It's absolutely bad. I mean, so if I was not able to switch my TTS, I would have been stuck.
Imagine my position. You're on a public transportation. You have to hand your phone to a total stranger to call a number.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's bad.
It's stupid. It's a violation of privacy, and it's dangerous. And when the COVID it's uncalled for. And I told them all about it. And we will go back to you and we will apologize, whatever. They said the word, never contacted me. And this is like, what, 6-7 years back? Those people are, I don't know what to say about them. There is not enough words.
Yeah,
and they never fixed
it's absolutely bad. Yeah,
ridiculous.
It hasn't been fixed. It hasn't been fixed.
It's ridiculous. They can hook it up with Google services and be done with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what they're trying to do is, we're trying to prevent piracy.
It's not like a multi-$100 app. It's like a couple bucks app. They can do it easy with like Google services.
Yeah.
Why Acapella doesn't do that? They do it once. That contacting server thing. You turn your phone, break it, turn it off, turn it back on, do whatever you like.
I love Acapella.
They never do that with you.
Licenses policy is amazing. You know, they never
nonsense.
Whatever. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, the vocalizer absolutely needs to do something about that. I mean, here, my Acapella is working just fine.
They won't. I think because
remember what they responded with the eloquence development when they took it off. Their response was like technically they said it's not worth it.
Well, I think after the contract they had with Apple, because there wasn't there. They had enough money. We don't need to.
No. It's not about the license. It's about they already took the money out of most of the eloquence users.
Exactly.
So they took the. It's like they took the money and run away. That's
Since
what
it's not subscription based, if it was, they would have.
And it's big money. Why they charge us $20 for a single voice, while other voices with better quality they sell it for $4.
Took the money and run away is not very fair, though, is it? It's worked for 10 years. Everyone said it would break, and it hasn't.
No.
They said it wouldn't work.
Well, the others.
It works. What do you want, Harat? It works.
No. Look. We paid less, and they still work, and they're still supported, and they will be supported in the future.
I think
why the most expensive voice quit supported.
And I think if they upgraded it to the 64-bit, people would pay. Like, I mean, it's not like people wouldn't.
We told them we'd pay extra. We'd pay like $5-10 extra. Please go ahead and do it. And they said, like, they particularly said it's not worth it.
Is that the same developer as Vocalizer?
Yes, exactly the same.
Yeah, who is the developer of those? Is it Nuance?
Code Factory.
The Code Factory guys in Spain.
Code Factory in Barcelona. They're based in Barcelona.
Yeah. Now, I think what it is, though, I think those guys actually could make a 64-bit of Eloquence if they wanted to. However, I think that what really discouraged them was the app got pirated, but you cannot prevent piracy no matter what. We're in the digital age, and so
listen, Acapella itself got pirated recently.
Well, CSR got pirated, and the guy never stopped developing it.
Remember Acapella
got pirated.
No one was able to do that.
Acapella for the longest time was the one that was not pirated, but it finally got pirated. So I mean, there's no app that. And you know another thing that one blindness thing is just crazy.
Warren, people using piracy software, they're all out of the main markets for those people because they don't. They cannot afford to buy it even if they wanted to. We're talking about a population of people that the payment, the payment.
Now I feel like I want this Alex voice on Android. I can't have it.
And those of us that are paying for it, they should develop it for those of us who pay for it. And so, frankly,
pay extra.
Yeah,
we suggested that we can pay.
I wouldn't mind paying $50 for Eloquence. I'm serious.
We suggested to create a brand new version, and we would re-buy it from them.
I think Code Factory just wants out of the game though, because like mobile speak failed. Like no one's using that anymore. They had what was that?
I don't think it failed. I think Symbian just finished, really, didn't it? So
yeah, I just think they don't have any skin in the game anymore.
Well, they play that hit and run game a lot. Take a good look at them. They do this great, huge contracts with huge companies like the American carriers. Big contracts, multi-million-dollar contracts. They take the money and they never update the software. They did it with us with the vocalizer voices. They ditched the voices on us. We purchased them, and they would do a shy update once a year or once every 2 years. And that's it, done with it. Eloquence, the same sad story. Get this one. Vocalizer has a multi-language support on the fly with NVDA because it's a different developer. Got the license from them, but they promised us the auto language switching since the beginning, and they never done that. Never invested a penny in it. While Acapella, they came in. And we asked them to do it, and guess what? Couple more updates, and there it is.
Well, then just buy Acapella. Don't buy the other one.
I have Acapella since the beginning.
I have Acapella.
I have had their voice. I have it since it started. I think it was like 2000, either 11 or 12.
Yeah, they are better, but I just don't. Better. I mean, you can vote with your feet. If you don't like the way a company's behaving, you don't have to buy this.
Eloquence for English was my preferred one because of the the responsiveness. I don't care for the voice quality that as much as I care about the English.
Okay, so here I am in the accessibility thing on Pixel 2 and
mic close notification switch.
See?
Availability. Mic close mic open notification switch. In list.
Yeah, so see, it's the problem.
Why would you give it that hard liquor?
It's so you know whose voice that is? That's the vocalizer voice. And see what I don't like about vocalizer is that when you're on links, I think that Zoe, it has those. It says the comma when like it will say whatever link comma, and I really hate that. I really do.
You can change. Can't you change the punctuation in the settings?
It doesn't. It doesn't work.
It doesn't respect.
Even if you say no punctuations, I don't have any punctuations on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does anyone know why occasionally my Samsung phone randomly says preparing ... Preparing.
No, it's just a background thing.
Preparing ...
It's background.
It's really annoying, and I don't want to hear it.
Background processes, and you could, some running apps in the background are trying to, get connectivity. That's what's going on.
Yeah, but why do I need to hear that?
OneDrive, I think, because when I uninstall OneDrive and log out of it, it doesn't tell me that. So I do understand.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
It's very annoying.
Did you get the mid-cycle update, Warren, for your Pixel 6? Your mid-cycle update, mid-November update.
Well, there was one that was pushed out. I sent mine back, and so Google says, hey,
Oh, really? You sent it back?
we put you on the waiting list for the 512 gig version.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah. The thing is, in
And
the UK, we can't get it. We can only get D256.
yeah, and so I went back and they sent me another email. They said, oh, now it's available. I went in and it wasn't. It's just absolutely stupid.
Look at the bright side. Don't look at the bright side, people. We're really, really, really living in a great accessibility time.
That's right. You are right, bro. You are absolutely right. We have everything to be thankful for. Like Dave was saying, frankly, if it was in the 60s now, we'll be down in the dust. And so I can't complain.
No, man, I'd be all over the place partying instead of like...
in the 60s you would. Yeah, I love ebooks.
Me too.
That's something we didn't have. It didn't have even 10, 15 years ago, really.
I love
exactly
graphic audiobooks. I love those.
Graphic audiobooks. What are they?
Oh, really? Really? Never heard of them?
I've heard of audiobooks, but not graphic audiobooks.
Look. If you like movies, described movies or movies,
yeah,
you fell in love with graphic audios in no time because they're just the movies big time. They're great. They're just like you.
Where do you get those from then? Are they in there?
There is a website, graphicaudio.net.
But you have to purchase every book individually.
No. You don't have to. You can,
maybe some of the books are free.
You can subscribe. There is an Android app. You can subscribe.
I know, but I mean, it's not a service. It's like you have to purchase every book.
You have to pay for them.
Yeah.
That's it for this week, folks. So, Austin, how can people find us?
Before I give out the contact information, I would like to thank a lot of people on behalf of the podcast crew. The first thanks goes to all our listeners who listen to the podcast every week, watch the YouTube channel, comment on YouTube channel, and who has subscribed to the channel. And also for those of you who have given us constructive criticism, because of all these listeners and everyone, we are here for episode 50 and we are doing this for 50 weeks. We wish that you keep continuing your support and we keep carrying on. The next thanks goes to all the people, those who have helped us to grow. I want to mention Accessible Android Twitter. You can follow Accessible Android. The link will be in the show notes. The person behind Accessible Android is Pete Torking, who you heard on the podcast, who was also a co-host for episode 12 and 13. He tweets about the podcast every week, and not only just our podcast, he also posts a lot of Android news, accessibility related news. So check his Twitter account out. The next thanks goes to all those people who have hosted us for the 50 weeks. A lot of podcasts, a lot of YouTube channels that we are part of. We would not want to take names because surely we are going to miss out someone. So thanks to all of you for inviting us and letting us talk on your channel podcast. And if you want to invite us back, we are ready to come and have a discussion. Another big thanks to Doug, who has built a website and made it accessible both at the front end and back end, who has added a lot of features so that people can post articles, questions, comment on the articles, fill their forms, and all those things. So big thanks to him and thanks for spending time building the website. Another thanks to Gravity Forms and Updraft Plus, our two sponsors who have allowed us to use their plugins on our website. Gravity Forms has made it possible to make all those forms that you see on a website. And Updraft Plus backs up the site every day and keeps it running smoothly. So a big thanks to them. A big thanks to all our partners listed on the Friends of the Site page on our website, from Good Maps, Envision, SuperSense, Top Tech Tidbits, and lots of others. Thanks for partnering and supporting us and coming on the show whenever invited and spending your precious time and talking to us about your products. That is all from the list of thanks. If we have missed anyone, we would apologize, and it was not intended to be missed. People can find us by visiting us on the website blindandroidusers.com. They can email us with questions, comments, contact us at blindandroidusers.com. Subscribe to our mailing list by emailing blindandroidusers plus subscribe at groups.io. The links to join our Telegram group and YouTube, Clubhouse, Twitter, and all the others will be in the show notes.
And that has been another episode of the Blind Android Users Podcast. As always, we appreciate hearing from you. You send those email messages to contactus@blindandroidusers.com. For those My Android Journey stories, we encourage you to send those to myandroidjourney@blindandroidusers.com. Until we see you in our next episode, you have a wonderful day.